Hi, I'm Mindy. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing my mid-month wrap-up for March. I cannot believe it's already halfway through March. This is scary to me. But I have managed to finish 4 books in the first half of March, and 2 of those books were carryovers from February, and then I've finished 2 books so far from my March TBR. So a lot of my TBR to go for the second half of March. I am hoping for the best. I also have one big February book still on the go, as well as a January book that I am still reading. So that is what is holding up my March books. But I have finished 2 March audiobooks. Let's get into the books. The first book I finished in March was my February book club pick for the Thrill, Chill, or Kill book club hosted by The Bookish Drummer and the chapter Conundrum. That is Beautiful Ugly by Alice Feeney. I really like the journey of this thriller, but I hated the ending. The ending was bad, ridiculous, did not make sense. For a lot of people, that will ruin the book for them. I happen to like the journey so much that it didn't ruin the whole book, but it did bring it down a peg, that's for sure. So Beautiful Ugly follows a writer who has lost his wife and is in a giant reading slump. And he's expected to write another book, and he is struggling with that. And his agent gets him a little cabin to stay on this tiny island in Ireland. Beautiful atmospheric setting. The setting was great. And this tiny island with not many people at all, and the people are very, very interesting people. So I loved hearing about this small island and every odd thing going on there, and the everyone knows everything mentality of this tiny little place with just a few people living on it. I loved all that. I loved most of this book, but the ending doesn't make sense. I want a new one. I want a rewrite, but you know, whatever. So that brought it down from a thrill, which is a fantastic thriller, to a chill, maybe not as great, but a fun ride, which was 3.5 stars. The next audiobook I finished was Puzzle House by Duncan Ralston, and this was the March pick for the Thrill Killer Chill book club. So yeah, I finished those right one after the other. Puzzle House is very short, fast, super fast, and is thrilling. I would give this a thrill rating. It is about some people, seemingly random people, that get chosen to participate in this puzzle house adventure where the prize is winning the estate of this famous puzzle man that has passed away, like winning his inheritance for whoever finishes all of the puzzles, which is like an escape room. This escape room ends up being very, very deadly. And yeah, so that's fun premise, and it wasn't as amazing as I was hoping with that premise it would be, but it was really, really good still. With definitely had the kills, the horror elements, it had really interesting puzzles, and yeah, like actual horror elements beyond just the deadly escape room, which I'm not going to go more into that. It'll be, you know, part of the experience of getting into this book, but I really enjoyed this book and gave it 4 stars. Next, I finished a February physical book, which was There by Tommy Orange. I read this for the I'm with the Band book club, hosted by MJ from Reading This Life, and this is a novel following several different Native American people living in Oakland, and it all kind of culminates in them going to a big Oakland powwow and what happens there. And you find out how their stories are interconnected. I really love this book as well. It was really interesting because I have not read many urban Native American stories. I can't really think of another one that is super urban, like big city, like Oakland. Yeah, they are mostly small towns or reservations. So this was really interesting read, and I enjoyed it so much. And I gave this one 4 stars as well. And I will definitely check out more Tommy Orange. And the last book I finished in the first half of March. I actually finished on the 15th, so the last day. And it's another audiobook, The Twisted Ones by T. Kingfisher, which I read for the Fright Club, hosted by Cliff's Dark Gems and Secrets Read. And I gave this 5 stars. So far, this is my book of the month. As far as what I love in books, I have loved all of the T. Kingfisher books that I've read so far. This was no exception. I love her voice. It's very witty and, you know, it makes me chuckle, laugh. It had an animal companion, a dog named Bongo, that is my favorite ever. Just the best dog. I love Bongo so much. And yeah, I just really enjoyed the humor. I mean, it's not like a humor book. It's not like a comedy, but it's just her voice is very amusing with just the interesting banter thoughts, how she thinks, this character thinks, which most of her main characters, I think all of her main characters are very much like this, just sassy and funny. But Twisted Ones is a folklore book. It follows a woman who is staying at her mother's house to clean it out after her mother passes away, and it is completely full of junk. She finds out her mother was a hoarder towards the end of her life, and there is so much stuff to go through and throw away. And some of the things that she finds and in the house as well as the area are very mysterious and lead her on a very strange folk-related journey. There are very creepy effigies in this book. Very interesting, weird, creepy, and I really enjoyed the characters, the dog, and the story, the little journey they go on. It is a wonderful book, and I highly recommend it. These are the 4 books I've finished so far in March. Hopefully I'll be finishing a lot more this month. We will see. And let me know if you've read any of these books. I'd love to hear what you thought of them, and I'll be back very soon with another book-related video. Thanks. Bye.